Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Run It Up. You already know why you're here, man. We got one of the most anticipated releases of the year, man, and we got it early, bro. We taking a look at the cool gray Jordan 11s, bro.
A couple hundreds all about my pistol. You know. Keep the 40 by my side. It's a kiss, look. We just.
Alright, so this holiday season, Jordan brand is coming back with another pair of 11s as they do every year. But this year, they're giving us the cool grays, man. And if you've been following the sneaker community for the past few years, this has been one of those shoes that we've been begging for a retro of. So it's finally happening, man. It's crazy to see that these are finally releasing, man. It's been, what, like 12 years since they last dropped? Something like that. I think 2010 was the last time they retroed, so it's been a minute, man. 2010, I don't even have a debit card yet, man, so I definitely wasn't buying no cool gray 11s back in 2010, so definitely happy that I was able to get my hands on this pair now, man. These are coming out on December 11th, but Nike did do not exclusive, well, they did exclusive access, but they also just did a general shock drop. This was like about a week ago or so, but they did it on a Monday morning around noon, general shock drop. A lot of people did secure a pair for that shock drop. It was rumored to have been like 100,000 pairs or something like that. Just goes to show, man, this is going to be a huge release this holiday season. Shouldn't be too hard to get a pair. There's probably going to be over 1 million pairs is what I've been hearing, so if you are adamant about getting a pair, you should be able to secure one for retail. So without further ado, man, we're going to take a look at these kicks and see what they're hitting for, so let's go. Alright, so nothing crazy on the box, man. We got like just a regular Jordan box, but it's grayed out. I guess that's the theme box. Ooh, they made it gray. I'm kind of disappointed in the box, honestly, that they didn't give us that old school box. They haven't done it in a while with like the plastic pull out and slot, like, you know, the old school Jordan 11 box, but they don't even do the plastic inserts anymore on the shoe trees, bro. Like, they're kind of skimping out and they're increasing the price every year, so getting a little egregious, man. Getting a little egregious.
This is egregious! This is egregious!
But we got the trash bag black paper in here, and then we got the kicks, man. They're crispy, bro. These are crispy. So like I said, they did early shock drop of these about a week ago. I was actually able to get 2 of my personal size, so with that being said, I was able to kind of put them next to each other and make sure I was able to get the crispiest pair possible. Even when they drop, you know, on the actual release day, I'm gonna try to secure as many as I can, you know, try to get another size 10 if possible, just to make sure I'm getting the best pair I can, because I mean, QC on quality control, if you don't know what that stands for, but QC on pairs like this, when they're being mass produced, like million plus pairs, isn't always the best because they're just pumping out so many of them. Now the other pair that I had, I don't know, man, it just kind of felt flimsy. Like I was squishing down the toe box, felt a little flimsy, just didn't feel as sturdy as this pair that I ended up holding on to. But these are clean, man. I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. There's not much I can say, man. These are my personal favorite as far as Jordan 11s go. Like, it's not the most iconic, not the most popular, but for me, this is definitely my favorite. I mean, it's just easily the most neutral of all the Jordan 11s. You can literally wear this with anything. Like, you can wear it with blue, brown, black, whatever you want to rock it with. You can throw on the cool gray 11s, baby, and you're gonna be good to go. Versus, you know, the Breads or even Concords, you don't have that same versatility that you have with these. Now, I know before anyone gets on me, like, obviously the most iconic I would say are obviously Bread 11s. That was the quintessential Jordan for, you know, however many years before Jordan 1s became, you know, the most popular silhouette. But Jordan 11s was that one shoe that you really just automatically thought of anytime you thought of Jordans. Like before you saw those images of Bart Simpson wearing 350s, he was wearing a pair of Jordan 11 Breds. So that just goes to show, you know, what was really popping before what. But just getting into this, man, this release, I'm sure you heard about it, has a more correct shape towards the original Jordan 11 release. So what that means is, as you can see here, the slope of the toe box, it's just more triangular than what we've seen in the past few releases. Normally we see a bulkier toe box, like just a rounder curve right here, but this kind of gives you more of a natural slope up here, which just looks better on foot. Definitely gives it a better aesthetic as far as, you know, just rocking the shoe. Because 2021, realistically, Jordan 11s aren't hitting like that. Like style wise, fashion wise, it's not really what is trendy or what is, you know, I mean, even just in style as far as the silhouette or the cut or anything like that. Right now it's more low top shoes are just more fashionable right now, honestly. I think I'll go out on the limb, you know, and say right now a pair of Jordan 11 lows is gonna look better than a pair of, you know, the mids, like as far as fashion wise. I mean, you'll definitely probably be able to get a fit off better with a pair of lows. I mean, the sneakerheads obviously will appreciate the highs better, but, you know, as far as the aesthetics and how things look, these aren't, you know, these aren't too popular right now. You don't really see people wearing 11s. I can't really remember the last time I saw someone just rocking a crispy pair of 11s. Like, seen a few beaters here and there, but a fresh pair, like, it's kind of rare to see someone pull out unless they're a real sneakerhead. A quick rundown of the sneaker here. Basically, you have, you know, cool gray all around. You got a dark gray patent leather that goes 360 throughout the whole shoe. This is in the higher cut style patent leather, which, you know, a lot of sneakerheads do appreciate, versus that that lower cut that doesn't just come as high up on the shoe. I do like the higher cut better. It just kind of breaks up the shoe a little bit better in my opinion. I don't know, it just gives it a good separation. But above that patent leather, we do have a nice suede up here, keeping, you know, true form to the OG. A lot of people thought that they were gonna put mesh up here, kind of making it like the Breds and the Concords, but I like the way they put the mesh up here. It kind of gives it more of a lifestyle aspect versus a basketball shoe, which is obviously more, you know, appealing to us today, because not many people are going to be hooping in cool grays. You know, this is a lifestyle shoe at the end of the day now. You know, what Jordans are, most retros are a lifestyle shoe. Like, you're going to find very few people out here hooping in retros. So this is a beautiful shoe overall, man. Definitely a beautiful shoe. Like I said, up here you got your suede, and then you got those white rope laces, kind of just to offset all of the gray that we have up here. The different shades of gray just look dope on each other, man. It gives it a perfect little contrast, but obviously just blends perfectly. And then coming back over here to the back, and then the liner, we have just another shade of gray, a little bit darker than what we have right here on the suede. And then, you know, you have your classic 2-3 screen printed right there on the back. So all, you know, your classic staples of the Jordan 11, they did a great job on this retro, man. I mean, everything is true form. Like, you know, Jordan brand, sometimes they'll mess up something on a retro that kind of just like kills it for you. I mean, they did, you know, kind of slack on the box, but I'm not gonna you know, get too hung up on that, because I don't even keep a lot of my boxes anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. You got your Jumpman Jordan tag right there on the third spacing. Moving down to the midsole and outsole, you got your classic white midsole here. That's probably the only part of the shoe that you'll have to really worry about getting super dirty. Other than that, you know, your icy blue outsole. They did make this super blue, kind of to avoid the whole yellowing a little bit. They're still gonna yellow over time, but the blue just kind of slows down the process a little bit. Versus if this was just a plain clear outsole, I mean, after the first wear, you know, after the first wear, it already start to look a little yellow, man. I mean, some pairs probably would have even came in from Nike already yellowing if we were talking about pure clear soles. But that's the downfall of those, man. I mean, they look crispy when they're unworn, but once you start wearing it, once these start oxidizing, you know, it starts to look a little yellow. But cool thing is, I mean, on Cool Grays, I think that's one of the few Jordans that the oxidization does not look bad. I think the Cool Grays actually still look good with the little yellowing on the outsole, just because of the gray and white. The yellow actually meshes pretty well, I mean, in my opinion. That's pretty much it, man. Nothing much else. You got your classic carbon fiber plate here. Classic Jordan logo under there. Everything else is the same, man. This is, you know, the same Cool Gray 11 that we've gotten 3 times now, but I mean, sneakerheads are gonna love it all the same. I'm appreciating this one the most because this is the first one I've been able to actually get my hands on and buy at the time of release. So definitely excited to get my pair, get it for retail. Look forward to copping a few more too. Let me know what you guys think of these down below, man. Let me know if you're copping. Let me know where these rank in terms of 11s for you. Like I said, Cool Grays are my favorite, man. So definitely happy I was able to cop these. But that's all I got for y'all today, man.